Okay guys, it's Aaron again, and I'm bringing you a deck profile of my friend Dave's Metalborg's Dimension Police deck. We competed in the trios yesterday at Huddersfield, and we came 29th out of 93 teams, so here we go.
Okay, so for grade 3s, the main one is Metalborg Simbuster. He's a Legion unit, and if he attacks while he's over 30,000, the opponent can't use grade 1 or higher units from hand to guard, and if he hits while he's over 20,000, you draw a card.
Okay.
Second grade 3 is Baron Grader. You counterblast 1 and soul blast 1, and then you can superior ride Simbuster from the deck and give him plus 3,000 power for the turn. And then he has a rearguard skill where you can soul blast 1 to give himself 2,000, which compensates for the deck being mostly counterblast.
And it can sort of like fuel Legion with all the soul blasting and stuff.
Yeah, so you can Legion if you've only got 4 cards in drop or 3 cards in drop already. Grade 2s, we have for Buster, which is Simbuster's Legion mate, but he also has a rearguard skill where if you perform Legion, you can choose one of the vanguards to gain 4,000, and then if it hits, which Simbuster usually does with his skill, you can retire one of your opponent's rearguards.
So it's power up, retire, just overthrow.
Yeah. Then we have 4 Lionetta. Dryon's not in the deck to Legion with it, but it's just a 12k attacker when you have a Metalborg Vanguard.
Just a good beat stick.
Yeah. And then 3 Cosmic Hero Grandfire. This GB1 skill, and if it attacks a Vanguard while it's being boosted, you can counterblast 1 and give 2 other units 4,000 power. So you can give a Simbuster Legion 8,000 power,
yeah.
Or you can give a G unit and the unit that boosts it 4,000 each, so it's basically the same. Grade 1s, probably the best, is Commander Laurel. If your Vanguard hits, you can rest 4 Dimension Police rearguards to restand the Vanguard. So that's obviously good with Simbuster because he'll hit most of the time with his skill. So,
and there's a reason why we're probably running 2, because we're expecting like a restriction at some point.
Yeah, I put it at 2 instead of 3 for testing, but he's also pretty terrible to draw if you don't have a set up board, as he's only got 4,000 power.
And you don't want to ride it.
Exactly.
Yeah, sucks to ride.
Yeah, 2's worked out well. And then we play 4 Cosmic Hero Grand Guard. This is a perfect guard, but it's also a damage on flipper if you've got another Grand Guard in the drop zone.
Considering you're quite counterblasty.
Yes, definitely. Speaking of, probably the second best grade 1, or at least the best playable one, is Mist Ghost. Rearguard skill, when you call him, you can counterblast 1 and give 2 Vanguards 4,000 power each. So that's another 8,000 to a Simbuster Legion. And being 7,000 power, he's the highest attack in grade 1. So.
And now probably one of our favourite grade 1s at the moment, considering it's actually quite useful.
Yeah, more useful than anticipated. Deathblade, he's only a 5,000, but he has a Soul Blast skill, Soul Blast 1, to give any other unit, I think it's any other. Yep, any other unit 5,000 power, so that also compensates for most being counterblast skills.
Helped you quite a lot yesterday.
Yeah, surprisingly. And then 2 Black Doctor, which is a 10k booster for a Legion Vanguard.
There's not much to say about that.
No, not really.
It just basically helps Simbuster make sure he gets 30k.
Definitely. Well, he will always be 30k with him, so. Triggers, play 4 Grass Cutter, which is a critical, and he has a skill where I can put him into the soul and give 2 units on the Vanguard circle 3,000 power each.
So that's what we was kind of hoping, because before it's just all vanilla triggers.
Yeah. And I don't have to use
the horrible disgusting
Justice
stand.
Cobalt.
Yeah, and the horrible disgusting stand.
Vanilla triggers, another 4 criticals, which is Metalborg Battle Roller. Draw triggers, 4 Metalborg Devil Loader, and then mandatory 4 heals, Black Nurse. And then the starter is Loco Battler, which is a Forerunner, and you can put him back into the soul to give 2 Vanguards 3,000.
Before we were testing out Warrior of Destiny Die, and then we found out Loco Battler was being released, and yeah, we kind of decided to go for that.
And with G assist being a mechanic, die was pretty much
Kind
not.
of wank, basically.
He was shit. And if he fails, he's just a waste of a counter blast.
Yeah.
Okay, G units played 2 Metalborg Heavy Duke. He's basically a souped up Simbuster. He'll
So he gets,
usually
like, draw
be
lots as well.
40,000 plus with the skill of Simbuster that they can't guard with grade 1 or higher. And then if he hits, you draw 1 for each Metalborg heart card. So if you put him on top of a Simbuster Legion, you draw 2, in addition to triple drive. So
basically, that's lots of cards.
yeah, and I didn't think that any more than 2 was needed because you usually win with 1. But
Because it's like Count Blast 2, isn't it?
yeah, Counter Blast 2 for cost, so it's quite heavy. Speaking of heavy costs, Dark Superhuman Omega, only playing him as a one-of, but don't use him that often.
Kind of have like a love-hate relationship with it.
Yeah, he looks like Space Megatron, but he's alright. When he's stridden, or strode, whichever you prefer, you Counter Blast 2 and Soul Blast 1, and then put another of your rear guards into the Soul, but then your opponent's entire front row loses power equal to the unit that you put in the Soul.
So if you put in a 9k grade 2, the opponent's front row would lose, all of them would lose 9k.
Yeah, or if you put in Baron Grader, your opponent's, all of their units is nothing. So
Yeah, pretty much.
that's good, but not good enough to run more than one. One Super Cosmic Hero X Falcon. He's pretty niche and quite hard to pull off as he needs to be at 45,000 or greater when he hits, but any 2 boosting effects and a trigger will hit that off. And then when he hits, you can choose one of your opponent's rear guards and put it face down into their damage. So
it's kind of like if they're on 5 damage and you get like a critical or 2, they would have to hope for like 2 heals in a row.
yeah, and that's if they can heal from that
Yeah.
point. But I was going to play the other Dark Superhuman, Pretty
Which
Cat,
was
before the
Pretty
event,
Cat.
which needed 2 boosts as well for the
But
effect.
she
But
had to do it before she even attacked.
yeah, and it only took 5,000 off the Vanguard, which is shite.
Yeah. There's no point.
The better Cosmic Hero, X-Rogue, which only needs to be at 37,000 when it hits, and it can include triggers. But when it hits, your opponent chooses one of their rear guards and retires it, which is kind of... I wish I could choose it, but I draw a card as well.
So you can't really complain.
No, he's the best non-heavy Duke.
It's probably the one
unit.
that you want to stride into first sometimes.
Yeah, he doesn't have a cost either, so
No.
that's good. And then finally, 2 Super Cosmic Hero X Tigers. When he attacks, you can flip up any other card in the G zone. Then he gains 4,000 for each face-up card in the G zone. And if his power is 45,000 or greater, he gains a critical.
Okay. So is there any sort of like ideal field that you would have, or like combos or anything?
Well, the ideal field is obviously this and
Obviously that in Legion.
this, yes, but then I don't know, if we're speaking ideal, then I guess we'd have these as well. But yeah, you can't pick what you have every game, so. But the deck's pretty simple, to be honest. Everything combos with each other for one main goal, but it pulls it off consistently, so
Yeah, so it's pretty decent.
yeah.
It's obviously like Miss goes to boost up like the Legion, then you've got like...
Everything boosts the Legion.
It's
then-
all about the centre column.
Yeah, and after you've Legioned, then this guy comes out
Heavy Duke,
and
he
does
just
it a bit better for a
he
chance.
just goes in.
Yeah, if you want to draw 5 cards for free, he's the
Yeah.
guy.
It's definitely the guy to go into.
Yep.
Okay guys, that's the end of the deck profile. If you want to comment down below, just point my finger. Rate, like and subscribe. See you later. Bye.
Bye.